people got killed or something. Total blood.
Swatters! Right here!
Synth-free shop.
Good day to you!
There you are. The sheriff went to Mass Chem and recovered Lily's body for us. There's no burial plots in Diamond City, so we brought her to her second home. We all agreed she'd like a view of the ocean the most. Good to hear. Come on, let's get started.
Thank you all for coming to pay your respects to our friend and family member, Lily. I can only speak for myself and DP, but we haven't been able to think about much else since the loss. So, I thought it would be nice to share some of the good things we remembered about her, instead of only dwelling on how much we hurt. I think we can all agree that Lily would want us to remember her with a smile. DP, you knew her longer than anyone, since she was almost a baby. Why don't you tell us something about her?
Of course, Bob. So Doc is right. Me, Lily, and Zeke here grew up in Diamond City. And I don't need to tell you that Lily was the toughest little girl I ever met. Parents were killed by raiders when she was just a toddler. Trash Can Carla found her hiding in some bushes by their bodies. Carla brought her to the city and left her with the first guard she found. The rest is Lily's story. If you call anything in Diamond City the streets. Well, and that's where she grew up. Always getting into fights. Always coming to my mom to clean and wash another black eye or bloody nose when she'd fight her bullies. My mom would offer to take her in. So did Becky and Kathy. But Lily said handouts weren't her style. She was saying that at 5 years old. And that's what I remember most about Lily. She started making her own way in this hell before she lost all her baby teeth. She was some kind of rat badger or something, 'cause she just didn't give a fuck. She went out and did Lily. I'm gonna miss you, little hellion.
Thanks, DP. Thanks for cruising out to our digs, you know. Nice to see you again after so many years. So Lily, our first and best fixer and the greatest Atom Cat to ever wear the armor. Those shiners and bloody beaks she got from the bullies that DP was talking about. She got 'em 'cause she never backed down. I'm sorry. I can't disrespect her by talking like that. I wanted to say she never once gave up what was hers to those bullies. Not a single damn time. Ever. No matter how many of them there were. 'Cause that's Lily. She wouldn't let us give up our stuff to them neither if she was there. 'Cause that's Lily. Usually a sucker punch, 'cause that's Lily. But that's where she got all those black eyes, DP. I thought you guys should know that. Not random fights, but from fighting back. She was with me when we started the Atom Cats, and I know I lay it on thick and tell you guys I whacked a pack of ferals for the garage, but the truth is it was Lily. You need to know that. And she didn't care that I kept telling you that it was me, 'cause that's Lily, kicking the right asses harder than anyone else. All this power armor we got, the Atom Cats, the garage, none of it would be here if it wasn't for her. Stay cool, sister. Rizzo?
We had plans, you know? We talked about it, had it all worked out. You wanted me to move in with our DP, Barb. Well, that's what I was gonna do when the time was right. It was gonna be nice. We were gonna move her workbench to right field, set up a nice family area in her room, raise a couple of kids, Lily style. I thought about it a lot. Made me smile thinking about a couple of toddlers terrorizing the bleachers. Can you imagine Lily as a mom? Uncle DP and Aunt Barb? God damn. But I wouldn't have had it any other way. I see you on the other side, my one and only. Wait for me there.
I remember the first time I met Lily. It was only the second time I'd ever been to Diamond City. It was also only the second time I'd ever been more than a mile from Vault 81's front entrance. To give you some perspective, the deputies were escorting me around the outside of the city to find somewhere for the greenhouse. Lily was arriving from the garage here with Large Marge, hauling another load of power armor. As you can imagine, a full day's walk with that Brahmin left her... Well, I smelled them a block away. I didn't say anything. I just stared, open-mouthed, as we passed each other. I must have stuck out like a sore thumb. I just assumed she went around like that all the time, and was horrified that a wastelander could live that way. She said something like, "I could get good cap for that juicy, soft vault rat skin of yours," and kept walking, which just scared me even more. Needless to say, that didn't stop us from becoming friends not long after she showered, and we met again in DP's diner that evening. They say you can't choose your family, but I chose Lily. And that's what Lily is to me. She's my little sister. And this awful world took her from me. And it's so empty without her.
This isn't over, Lily. Every score will be settled in this life. I promise you that.
Most of you know how I ended up in the Commonwealth, where I come from, what I used to be, how I fled with my husband, pregnant as a bus. Lily was the first person we met on the way down here that didn't try to shoot us. We were on our way to Diamond City, but Evan had other plans for his arrival time. It was Lily who found us as I was screaming through labor. Unfortunately, we had no idea what they were, had never seen one before. Lily heard the firefight by pure... She turned those synths into scrap metal in her power armor. She took us back to Diamond City and introduced us to the sheriff, in her own unique way, before stomping off. I'll never forget seeing her and her power armor stomping those synth heads.
Right.
But me... my family. Thank you, Lily, for saving us, for being my friend, and for being a sister when I needed one most. We love you.
We could use a few more suits around here. Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just, this has been a very trying day. What did you need? When the sheriff brought her body back to the Bleachers, we had Dr. Gary do an autopsy on her. That's become common practice with all of our dead. Just to be sure. There were no synth components of any sort that you find on Gen 3 synths present. That only points to one conclusion, unfortunately. That's really Lily in that grave. That's how the Bleachers operates, yeah. We still haven't found Lenny, the scaver who sold me the info about the mass chem hall. He knows our reputation. The deputies know who he is and are watching for him. He wouldn't get into Diamond City without us knowing. Since he's avoiding the city, he's in for a shock if he thinks we're going to forget about this while any of us are still alive. We're posting a bounty for him to be brought to us alive when we get back to the city. Not really, no. I still see her face every time I close my eyes. This is something we're all... Okay. The sheriff is going to escort the three of us back to Diamond City. As you can imagine, we're in very good hands. Maybe we'll see you back there soon? Thank you for coming all the way out here.
You take as long as you need, Bob. You hear?
Thanks, DP. Just give me a bit longer, then we can start the long haul back.
We're gonna stick around here a little longer. The sheriff has some power armor business with Zeke to take care of before we leave. Thanks again for coming all the way out here. Looks like Lily's got a knack for choosing her friends well. We'll see you back at the city later.
Can't this wait till later?
If more of those deadhead gunners show their mugs around here, really steep.
Yeah?
Hey there. There you are. You're Lily's friend, right? I saw you during the funeral at the Atom Cat's garage. Thanks for showing up. I've got myself a little problem that needs fixing, and it needs done real quiet-like. There's a reputation on the line. Yeah, sure. I suppose I can tell you, you see, I had a scaver run off with a payment of mine for... Normally, I don't pay, but this guy was just getting... So yeah, the trick is, the FSD can't... And I've got a kid I've got to raise. Spending a few days... You can call me Luna. Anything else isn't really necessary for this business. Excellent. You can't miss this guy. He's got a beard. He bought one of these scarves.
Right.
He was bragging about getting the oak. If he's not in Bunker Hill, it's probably because he ripped someone off there. As I said, this is... Make sure the others see what happens when you fuck with the sheriff's department. I can't wait here for you. So I need you to mail the scarf to me in the stubs. If you want in the green zone...
Hi, I'm Meg.
Yeah, that's right. Not so smart. Whoa, easy, buddy. Stay back. Who are you and what the fuck do you want? Sick? Yes, they were. That's what I... Well, not talking my way out of this one. There's a... I didn't say any...
Right? Sure.
This is my uncle, Bob. Bob. From the, he had a sudden heart attack while... Okay. Whoa, wait a second! Oh, the scarf, huh? Luna sent you, didn't she? Oh, remind me never to cross her again. Here you go. Just don't tell anyone what you saw out here, okay? Thanks, pal. Business is business.
Hello, I'm glad you came by. I sent you a letter to come see me. Whether or not you read it, you're here now. We have a very important mission, and we need someone who is reliable to do it. We need a very specific piece of pre-war analytical technology. You're the most reliable person I can think of aside from There's only so much I'm authorized to tell you, but we're after a large chunk of delicate equipment called a gas source mass spectrometer. I can't really tell you why we're interested in it at this point. The sheriff is extremely paranoid, an instinct that has However, the pay reflects the I would hope that covers the... I'm very relieved to hear that. Now, I know I've told you to make matters worse. Pre-war, they would be found in Basically, if you wanted to know the precise elemental composition, I'll transfer the data about regional research. you're back. Please tell me you have the GCMS. Nothing I haven't told you already. This is a very important mission with the no questions asked bonus pay. Understand? Great work. Let's see, we got the traps, the oven, the injector. There's the capillary columns. They're all in excellent condition as well. Good thing they left the assembly properly shut and sealed. You've got the mass spectrometer itself, right? Wow, that looks just like the pre-war catalog. Give me just a little time to inspect this, make sure everything we need is there or can be repaired. Looks like all the seals and connections are intact at first glance. The detector itself has no moving parts. This might just work for us. So that's really it, isn't it? This is a big relief. I have to admit, I didn't think the chances were very good, but it was too important not to try. It's going to take a lot of work to get this thing running, but it's definitely possible. I'll need to consult Professor Scara for help on this one. But for now, I've got a large bag of caps for you right here. I'll make sure the sheriff knows it was you who pulled this off. I apologize again for not being able to tell you anything about it. Maybe someday, depending on the results I get. In the meantime, while you were out, I saw the mailman come by again and drop off a letter for you. You're pretty popular lately.
Hi.
Thanks again for getting that mass spectrometer. Your efforts will figure prominently in my report to the sheriff.